another early morning, another airport. This one's for a pretty exciting reason. I've got my lovely wife Fee and my little brother Al and I and Fee are heading over to Komodo Island, Labuan Bajo I think it's called, the island of the Komodo Dragon. And to get there we're going to fly for about an hour or so across to this Labuan Bajo, and then we'll do a bit of a tour of the city, and we're heading from there to a yacht, and we're going to sail around to the small Komodo Island and check out the giant big 3-meter long Komodo Dragon. It's the largest lizard in the world. I'm pretty excited because I've had a lot of background to do with lizards and snakes and crocodiles, so yeah, so I better go because it's getting noisy, but we're looking forward to it now. Another day, another adventure. Don't die wondering. That's for sure. Just checking they've wind up the rubber bands to make sure the propellers turn around fast enough.
Someone become horsebacking. Horseback. And what is the name? Huh? Horsebacking. What?
What?
Horsebacking carry everything.
Pack horse.
Horseback horse.
Okay, so a short hour and a bit flight over the ocean. Fascinating to see these little islands as we're landing. We're here in Labuan Bajo, home of the Komodo Dragon. Lots of little tiny rocky outcrops, pretty cool. Good trip, good landing, and nice little airport too. Yeah, so Katut's organised the whole tour, and straight out of the airport, the guys up there holding the signs up with our name on it, so we're good to go. And we've got our driver, got the whole thing all planned out.
Hi, you know, this is the first stop, and guess what? I bet you know where we're going to get Muzza supply.
I don't know if she's talking about the guy picked us up and he goes, now I've got 5 beers to go on a boat with you. And me and Alan looked at each other and went, well, that'll last lunchtime, but it's not going to go far. So we're going to go and grab a box of beer, or 3, and we'll probably need some ice too.
What?
That's not beer, honey.
It's a beer. What you call this then?
We got a box.
Small.
Huh?
1 box.
So there's a lovely little quaint fishing harbour or boating harbour, and it's got this really cool, relaxed sort of vibe to it. They're going to take us from here on a small boat out to the boat that we're going to spend the next 2 days on. And there's a whole heap of boats out there in the harbour. I'm not sure which is ours. I don't think it'll be one of the big ones. I think we're the only people on there. But it's the guide is really good. He speaks good English, and he asked where we want to do, what we want to do. So we've stopped. We've got our box of beer. Alan will be happy, and I'll be a little bit happy as well. But it's a sleepy little town. It's a nice little kickback, laid down place. What? I'd love to get nice wrong. So we've already been hit by the itinerants to try to sell us some stuff. Oh geez, we've got to get Alan down here. That's going to be interesting.
I'll get down there. Okay.
Right, fat guy coming on board.
You can hold it.
I want to show you my new apprentice. cameraman. Never too old to learn, eh?
Yeah, I got
And don't die wondering.
Never die wondering, pal.
Oh
The
man.
water is
Hey.
clear.
Hey, and some of the knockers will be creaming their jeans, pal. Hey.
I tell you what, old Al's living the dream. Would have been nice if he had started it about 10 years earlier, but he didn't. But now he is. So that's all that matters. Cool, hey? Rustic.
Okay, can we
Yeah.
show the room first?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, put here.
Sini?
Yeah, just for family.
Yeah.
Yeah, and the single bed on the back. Yeah.
Bagus.
Ada.
Oh, yeah?
Just for
Hey, I've got ocean views too.
He's got ocean views on both sides.
On both sides.
He's got, if he kicks himself out of bed, he's got an upstairs and a downstairs. It's quaint and it's cool, and it's all ours too. It's just the three of us on the whole boat.
bathroom.
Oh yeah, hang on, the bathroom's down the back, guys, just so you know. Nice one, there we go. Shower, toilet, that's all you need. We just had a bit of an introduction from Muzza, from Bartholomew, or our tour guide, and we had a pretty busy 2 days. We're going to do some snorkeling before lunch, and we're going up to another island where we're going to go for a bit of a wander around and see some wild Komodos and see some skeletons of, I don't know if it's the people that were here last week. The scenery is just beautiful. There's islands and mountains and a few boats. It's not anywhere near as commercial as Halong Bay was in Vietnam. I mean, that was, they just took it to a whole nother level. They had hundreds and hundreds of these sort of small cruise ships. We're in a small one, and it's massive for 3 people, and you probably fit about 6 or 8 people on here comfortably with plenty of extra room to move around. But it's a nice bigger boat, just chugging around, and we've got a nice little private suite, we'll call it, and it's like an adventure, man. It's actually, it's insane. It's in a lot of ways, it's better than going like the full-on luxury. There's so many packages that you can get, and the best way to find out what package you want is to go and have a talk to Katut at KW Tours, because he has a range of options. But I don't want the crazy expensive option. I want the real person's option, where we can sit on a boat, just catch a bit of time. And it sounds like because we've got a personalised tour, we can pretty much do anything we want. We can go anywhere. We can spend longer doing snorkeling, or longer checking out the Komodo Dragons, and our itinerary and our stops are pretty much up to what we want to do, which is really good, because old Al's pretty able-bodied, but still I don't reckon he's going to be climbing up and down too many mountains. So in order to make sure that we can cater to him, that flexibility is going to be really good. So we're going to stay on the boat tonight after doing a couple of islands and a bit of snorkeling. We're going to be waking up at sunrise tomorrow morning and watch the sun come up over the water, and then we're going to the island of Komodo, where we're actually in the middle of the national park, and we're going to be, I think, 3 hours on the island, and then we're off to another place, Manta Ray Point, where we're going to be checking out some giant manta rays, and get a bit more sightseeing, a little bit more looking around, and then eventually tomorrow night we end up back in the hotel, and we do a city tour. They've got a beautiful restaurant and hotel organised for us tomorrow night, so we're only spending one night on a hotel in the middle of nowhere. It's just over there, but the hotel's right on the beach, and there's a swimming pool 3 metres from the ocean, which means it's pretty much right there. And then the next day, the 3rd day, we get up. We don't fly out till I think 5 o'clock in the afternoon. So the 3rd day we get to do a city tour, and there's some treks or some sightseeing to be done on Florence. I don't know where we are. We're in Indonesia, and it's not a bloody country all by itself. It's just one of the millions of islands. Honestly, I think there's 17,000 islands in the archipelago of Indonesia. So there's a lot of variety, and a lot of people, but a lot of empty spaces too. It's beautiful. Here's another one of these little tour boats coming past. About the same size as the one we're sitting on now, so that gives you a bit of an idea. Look, the smile on Al's face, he's actually wrapped. Wanted to do something a little bit more casual, not something too stuffy, and I tell you what, it's exactly what we needed. Alright guys, I'm going to keep enjoying my welcome cocktail while the beer cools down. He's put the beer on ice, so it'll be a little bit before it's ready to drink. And lunch is going to get served up in a minute. They've got snacks, bananas and all that stuff happening. Great crew, and a good tour guide too. I really enjoy it.
That's how it goes, like. Wow.
Beautiful little swim and snorkel and a stop this morning at Kelor Island, where we put the drone up and have a bit of a look around. And I tell you what, there was a good crowd of young people here, all the backpackers, a lot of people from all over the world. You'd hear all these different accents and these different dialects. It was quite unique actually. And you can snorkel right here off the beach. And look, it's not the most incredible reef on the planet, but it's really fascinating. And you only got to go 2 meters in. You got little reef fish just chasing us around. It's fun. Right, lovely. So from here, we've had a beer. I know you find it hard to believe. We've had a bit of a snorkel, plenty of time in the water. Scenery's just been unbelievable. And now we're going to go back to the boat, and we're going to have some lunch. And then off to our next adventure. So there you go. Bloody nice day. Beautiful weather. It's not too hot, but it's a nice place to be. So my mate Al's not a big eater. don't know what gives you that idea. But they've just served up lunch on the boat, and this is where we've only been on a boat for a couple of hours. We come over, went for a snorkel. We're out in some of these outer islands, and they brought lunch out. And I don't know if there's...
that's for me.
I don't know if there's... I think there's about 20 people going to eat this, because we've got fried tempeh, we've got some beautiful ayam goreng, we've got prawns, we've got a beautiful vegetable dish there as well, and we've got cold beer. But we're both pretty blown away. Me now, they're both sitting around. I can't believe this. Like, this is it's actually quite special just having your own boat to yourself. If you had just you and a few mates or something, or a couple of couples, you just want to come over and do something. If you've got at least 4 people, it makes the cost of getting over here and doing it a little bit cheaper. But look, I'll give you a pricing guide. Under $1,000, and you pretty much cover the cost of the trip, depending on how many people. If there's only 1 or 2 of you and you want to pay for the whole boat to yourself, they've got more costs to share, so it's not going to go as far. But on average, I think you're looking about... I'm very on average, they're looking over food. You're looking at about probably $600-700 US, so it's about $1,000. But plus your airfares. Now, the more people you get, the cheaper that goes down. So if there's, I think easily half a dozen this boat will take, you're going to get that. Good luck. So we'll wait and see, but so far I'm pretty wrapped, man.
Look this one, honey, so big.
That's a bloody prawn. I'll keep going. More beer, more prawns. Rinca or Rincha Island, part of the Komodo National Park, and so we've come here. It was a bit of a trek, going for a bit of a tiki tour. Had a beautiful little snap I did after lunch. That beer and the hot sun and the swim, long early morning, and that did me in. So nice little, just sat down on the bunk. We all had a few minutes of kip. This old Al. Come on, big fella.
Yeah.
What you got, Sam?
Okay.
You don't go anywhere. Nope. All good.
Okay, let's go.
There you go. So depending on how fit we're feeling, it's about a 2-hour walk. That's there and back. And we've got a bit of time this afternoon just to take it easy, have a bit of a break. Absolutely beautiful, lady. And I'll tell you what, it's not like there's a million people here. It's like we're the only people on the whole island, eh? So we're going to go up and see the ranger. He's going to accompany us. And ever trusty tour guide is there with us all the way as well.
So if you see the far away, it's not real, not easy to see this dragon. This is like
Komodo Information Center.
you can see the many different animals here.
Wow.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, it is Mr. Ahmad and Mr. Denny. Yeah. Mr. Denny, specialist for the scientists here, for the monitoring for the Komodo Dragon. Yeah, like how many total for the Komodo Dragon, and then how long. Komodo Dragon, yeah, Mrs. Jessica and then Mr. X. Yeah,
This Mr.
Jessica. Yeah, this is the boy, Mr. X. He's the big size. Yeah, for the small size female dragon, Jessica. Yeah, but have 60 teeth.
Yep.
60 teeth. And then for the male is the big size, big head, long tail. For the female, small head, small size, soft tail. Yeah, but it's not same color for the bone. Yeah, this is for the Mrs. Jessica is dying here in Rich Island because here too many muddy and then. Okay, he's to go inside. He's to go to the go out here. For the focus for the test for the blood.
This one?
Baby.
Small one. Okay.
Not fall. Falling. Okay, take care.
So here we are in Komodo Island, right near the visitor centre. And there's a small Komodo dragon here. At home this would be a pretty bloody big lace monitor or a big goanna, but it's only a baby. You just imagine this thing gets to 3 metres long.
Hearing just hot. Yeah. So after the 2 or 3 and 5 mile kilo, there is not the use the ear, they use the tongue. Yeah. Just follow the wheel. Just like the snake. Yeah, like snake. Yeah. When he's move, the tongue is never stop.
So I guess a really important thing I want to say is, unlike a zoo or an animal exhibit where the animals are fed every day and they sort of get into a routine, these are wild animals living in their own native environment, and the reason that the walkway is up above the ground is so that we don't disturb them and they can live the same way as they would be living in the wild. So they don't enhance their food, they leave them to live their lives, they study and they learn about them, but they leave them alone. And it's a pretty amazing thing when you've got a population of probably close to 3,000 or thereabouts in the whole world. They're endangered, but they're still living exactly the way they would have been 1,000 years ago. So it's and the facilities here are phenomenal. I'm really impressed. It's not like you're sort of climbing through huts. It's a beautifully well built and well designed facility, and the guides are fantastic as well. So they really give you great information, good English too, and it's a bit of hit and miss because it is a wild sanctuary. But it's a giant, big, thousands of acres. But there's one just sitting here in the shade of the tree. And there's probably a whole heap of them not far away that we can't see as well. But this guy's just lucky enough that we get a chance to have a look at him. So, pretty special. Now just remember that fella can run at 18 kilometres an hour. And I can run at about 19. But I don't have to.
Forget about me, pal.
All I got to do is run faster than you, Al, and I'm safe.
got the ranger here, he's got the fork stick.
That's the one.
Muddy. And now time, no, just only little bit water. Yeah, spring is the water coming on this place.
So I don't know if they've done it just to put the wind up here, but the tour guide's just been telling us about a tourist who got separated from the group. Now we're walking through the native forest. We're not behind a fence now, just around the corner from where we saw that wild dragon before. And there was a tourist back in the 70s. Oh, there's one here somewhere.
This is the mega football.
What's this one?
Mega football.
Oh yeah. What's this thing moving through there?
Mega foot.
Bush turkey.
Yeah, you see him? Just down there, it's bush turkey. That's cool. Yeah, but this Swiss tourist went missing from the group, and they found him quite some time later, having been consumed by, literally eaten by the Komodo dragons. So I think I'll stay with the guide. A lot of buffalo around here, and there's some turkeys, bush turkeys.
And there is a big buffalo there.
Oh, there's one. Yeah,
Wild
he's a
buffalo.
big fella. That aggressive, this one?
Yeah, this one is here.
Yeah. Jeez, he's a big fella too. The bite from these giant big lizards, dinosaurs, is so toxic. It has so much bacteria and so much on their teeth from eating rotten carcasses that if you get bitten by one of them, even if it doesn't kill you at the time, and those massive claws that can just tear skin apart, and 60 odd razor sharp teeth in their mouth that, yeah, they'd rip you to bits. But if that doesn't kill you, you're likely to get one hell of an infection. Now, they've actually been telling me about the process of getting people back to Labuan Bajo, where we've been staying, or where we arrived at the airport. Still don't have proper medical facilities to be able to treat it, so they're going to end up flying you to one of the main hospitals in Bali to get treatment for the infection that's going to happen, and many of the rangers here have been bitten. So just being here it's quite spooky. It's exciting too, but there's not much chance they're going to just come screaming out of the jungle and start chasing you. They're probably more happy just to keep out of your way. But, and as I said to my mate Alan, the goannas, or the dragons, can run at 18 kilometres an hour. I can't probably run that fast, but I reckon I can run faster than Alan. So he's going to be behind me. Oh, no, I'll give you a piggyback. I'll look after you, Al. It's pretty cool, though. So they will attack a buffalo, and they'll wait for the buffalo to die from an infection?
Yeah, this like a bacteria, and then it's if poison is the anti-logan, is to not make stuff for the blood,
oh, okay.
is to make out.
So like venom, like a snake?
Yeah, this taken the follow, and then it's taken the attack.
Wait.
Yeah.
So after,
There's a couple.
oh, there's some more buffalo there. After the dragon bite the buffalo, how long before the buffalo?
10 days.
10 days, wow.
10 died at 10 days, but
Yep.
okay, I wait here.
How you doing, old fella?
Okay.
Oh, it's giving me a bit of grief and fucking me.
Your knee, do you want to?
Just walk flat around here. Walk under the cooler area.
I'll keep it down, pal.
So look, here's the perfect answer. People say, is it tough going? Is it a hard trail, or do you have to be fit to be able to do this? Well, you've got to have a good constitution, because here's old Al. He's got a bloody staunch constitution, and he's doing it. It's quite flat, it's well maintained, well marked out. You can go further, but we're probably not going to do that today because it's too bloody hot and we've seen it going already.
But it's for the make the nest from the megaput bird. Yeah.
Right.
Yeah, like you see now, because dragon is the top predator is coming, can they digging again about 2.5 meters for they put the egg inside.
Right.
Yeah, after they put the egg.
They put all the eggs in one hole?
Yeah, only one hole, but it's the other hole only for the camouflage.
Yeah.
Yeah, after close and then egg clean by temperature. Yeah, after the egg cleaning for the baby, because Komodo dragon is the cannibal and climb to trees for the hiding for the 2-3 years. Yeah, sometimes come down if they go to situation. And then for the baby is the eating for the on the trees like rock, gecko, insect, sometimes small bird.
So if you're lucky, half of the babies hatch,
When can we believe that?
and out of them,
It's look at this.
only half of them
It's close little way that
will
the
actually
Komodo.
get to any decent size. And one of the biggest predators of Komodo dragons is Komodo dragons, because they are cannibals. And in fact, after they're born, their mum will protect the nest, but after they're born, she'll eat them if they hang around. So they bolt up the trees, and you can see there's a nest just over there, they'll dig several holes as like a camouflage, and then they'll lay all the eggs 2.5 meters down into the ground, because these little birds you can see running around through the scrub, the scrub fowls, will actually get down there and dig the nest up, looking for the eggs to eat. So old Komodos gets a pretty tough life. They've got to run away from everything that's bigger than them until they get big enough to be the apex predator, and then they can take down a buffalo. It's bloody amazing. Really cool. They eat a lot of things like foxes and fowl and deer and all that sort of stuff. So, and it takes like about a week or 10 days after being bitten by one of these dragons for the infection to get so severe that the animal ends up succumbing to the infection, and then the dragons can come up and rip it apart, and they just about mutilate it, like it, tear it to bits. So bloody powerful, bloody strong, pretty impressive.
June, July, August is high season. Yeah. So can be the check-in tourists.
Yeah.
300 a day.
Wow.
Yeah. It's a high season, yeah.
Yeah.
Now the low season.
It's the best time to come.
Yeah, 15 tourists a day, but not every day. Yeah, mostly on Friday, Saturday and Sunday. Yeah.
And from all over the world?
Yeah, yes, all mostly European, American, Australia.
Yeah.
But Australia is most the big ship coming.
Yeah, the cruise ship.
Yeah, cruise ship.
He's just trying to get our flies off him.
Buffalo enjoy.
It's nice here for the cruise.
Yeah.
But it's the only for the to go out and buy small speed.
It's got the most incredibly sharp claws, a mouthful of unbelievable teeth, scars all over his back and his neck from fighting with other dragons, and this guy would have to be good 2.5 meters, maybe a bit more. It's a hell of a powerful animal, that. And he can move, and he can use that tail to swing his weight around to even launch himself back up in the air in combat. It's bloody impressive to be this close to a wild Komodo dragon, meters away. So the rangers have got a forked stick, a little twig. I reckon they'd do a good job of that, but I tell you what, it seems so inadequate when you see something so incredibly powerful. These guys are a little bit humanised because they do see people all the time. He's moving around. He's bigger than you.
Decent size, eh?
He's monstrous, man. Hey. I'm going to tell you something, because I think it's pretty important. The quality of the tour that you go on varies as to who's taking you out there, and this has been put together by KW Tours, my mate Katut. God bless him. He does a private tour, and so we're the only people on the boat. We're the only people, and the guide who picked us up on the boat is taking us through the facility as well. Very, very knowledgeable, great English. And because we've got our own timetable, we're not waiting for other people, or we don't have to be back at the boat at a certain time. We're able to sort of take a bit of time. There's a bit of another group that's just come through. We're giving them a chance to get their photos and have a closer look, and then it's our turn. So that personal touch makes all the difference, because you get the opportunities that you wish you had, but if you're in a bigger group, it's just a bit of a factory where they churn them through as quick as they can. We've got a little bit more of a personal touch here, and I tell you what, it's worth more than money. This is a once in a lifetime type experience. It's just phenomenal. Well, this is absolutely spectacular. I'm so special to be so close to such a monster. The guides have been fantastic, but that's a dinosaur. That's incredibly powerful, ancient creature. This one's only 25 years old, I reckon. The claws on this thing are just breathtaking. And if you got cranky, there's nothing I could do to get out of his way. Certainly not with my tummy. He's watching. Wow. This has been an amazing experience. I spent a lot of my time up in the bush in Australia. I've seen goannas, I've chased them, I've played with them, I've had them, and this is just, it's the pinnacle of almost of my reptilian career, if I want to say that. Just to be here and see this incredibly immense wild animal. Just happy to let me sit there, walk past, keep an eye on me, and I'll go about my way. Wow. So, like, it's weather dependent. It's time. It's the luck of the draw. Today we got bloody lucky. Saw this bloody huge one, and the smaller one took off pretty much as soon as he got here. He just sorted slowly up into the area, and it was it was amazing. Al's just beaming because it's worth every cent. Every cent. This is like a once in a lifetime sort of thing that you do, that just if you've got an interest in that sort of those creatures or whatever, this is it's blowing me away. Just to be this close, and it's not a zoo. That's not a cage. To be honest, look, we're in a cage. They lock us away from the animals, so the animals can live in their own existence, their own environment. They've got their own water buffalo and monkeys to chase and stuff to do, and they're keeping the humans at a safe distance for our sake more than anything else. Great tour, guys. Brother, thank you so much. What do you reckon about that, young fella?
Pretty good, eh?
That was amazing.
Oh, mate,
Just
when you see them like that,
to be that close to a wild animal that weighs twice what you do.
and it can take you to pieces in 30 seconds
split
flat.
you to bits. And look at all the guys. A lot of experience, a lot of knowledge there, and they've been fantastic. So look, we're just got a nice, almost level stroll back to the boat. There's a cold beer waiting for us at the boat, and actually I hear a bit of thunder.
From Flores.
Oh, yeah?
Raining over there.
Might better get a bit of rain this afternoon. Oh,
He reckons we're going to get it from over there, over Flores.
okay. We'll see. What a beautiful, relaxing afternoon. Just a bit of a sail up through the ocean. Nice, still dead flat, calm. Beautiful lunch. Nice little swim and snorkel this morning, and then this afternoon just checking out this place.
Pulang sudah. Mudah-mudahan sukses.
So there's about 5 islands here in the Komodo National Park that have the Komodo dragons living on them, and they're not in massive numbers, but collectively amongst the 5 islands there's about 3,000 or thereabouts lizards roaming around, and they do a lot of research here, tracking them and catching them to monitor their numbers. So here we go, Rincha Island, Komodo National Park, and I gotta say, end of day one, we have had an absolute, well, it's not the end yet because they've still got dinner, and we're gonna sleep on the boat. And just look, it's just so peaceful and so beautiful. Fee didn't want to come on and go trekking up through the bush, so she stayed on the boat. She went fishing. They made her own little fishing hooks, and she caught half a dozen little sprats that she's wanted to use for bait for tomorrow to catch some bigger stuff. God bless her. Now she just wants to go see all those mangroves over there. She wants to go chasing crabs. She loves crab. But what a day. Bit of a stretch for Al with his legs, but he made it all the way back. He's seen a giant monster, a dinosaur, the biggest lizard in the world. I reckon you're going to sleep well tonight, Al? I reckon that beer's going to go down as soon as we get on that boat. I know what I'm going to be doing.
Fucking he's going to be giving me grief.
Yeah. Hey honey, look at the big fish jumping. Look, with their dragon fruit cocktails, their fried bananas with chocolate sauce. Oh my god, they're nice. Beautiful sunset happening behind us, and we're heading to a mangrove swamp that's got a massive colony of millions and millions of flying foxes, fruit bats, and they're just about to head out as the sun starts going down and go and
200.
2 million. 2 million rupiah is only $200, so I'm wondering in Australia if Australian cats are going to see 200 bats or 2 million. There's no exchange rate on animals.
He said that.
So we've had an absolute ball, like honestly, nothing but praise for these guys. And it's nice and down to earth, it's comfortable, the people are lovely. The accommodations are nice and comfortable but simple, which is perfect. I don't want to be feeling too posh and fancy and whatever. And like, yeah, you can pay $4,000 to get a weekend like this, or you could pay $1,000 or thereabouts and have a bloody good 3 days, 2 nights, including airfares, thereabouts. And if you've got a good group of people, here's our mate.
Well, what else we got?
Bapak,
Bisa siapa tuh?
What's up?
kalau foto di belakang sana bisa?
Di belakang.
Di belakang.
Untuk sunset.
Bisa nggak?
Di bawah.
Di bawah?
Bisa.
Iya, maksud saya di bawah.
Space-nya masih ada di bawah. Bisa. Bartolomeus.
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 Bart, we'll call him Bart Simpson.
Bartolomeus.
Look, it's just lovely. Thanks, Katut, man. This is great. I've always wanted to see, like, out in the wild, see a Komodo dragon. I was so chuffed when I actually got to walk up within meters of a monster, a dinosaur, and an animal that could literally tear me to shreds. And the only thing between me and him was a selfie stick and the guide with a little forky twig. But it was that was a memory, man. That was a memory and a half.
Right.
And to be able to share it with old Al, it's lovely to have been able to bring your mates on holidays and share some memories with them too.
Orang kita sama orangnya mereka. Thank you guys.
Mr. Berto.
Oh, you're driving me back.
Oh, so many. Maybe you go up there. It's more clear.
That's bagus.
You want me to go upstairs?
No, it's not.
Clear sunshine.
It's more clear, no rule.
And while the background or the skies are literally full of millions of bats and flying foxes, the sun's got a most beautiful sunset. And you look around and there's all these charter boats, beautiful boats, all set up. It's quite similar to the Halong Bay cruises, but these boats are a little bit smaller. And I've got to say, there's all sorts of different budgets you can get with them too, from the quite luxurious to the little bit more modest ones. And on this occasion, we've gone for the bit more modest. But I'll tell you what, personality plus, can't knock the food because they've kept us fat. Look at this, just such a spectacular sight. They're all coming from a mangrove, so somewhere in those mangroves there's a huge bat colony. Millions of them.
Ini sambalnya tadi sudah lain ini natural ini.
They just keep bringing bloody food out. It's just incredible. Look. We've got fish, we've got noodles, we've got tofu, we've got watermelon. We've still got beer. We've got Alan who's sitting there. We've got rice as well.
I'm catching fish today.
Yeah, Fee's been busy catching fish.
This is the fish that I catch become a bait. This is the captain get.
They're catching the snapper fish.
Yeah.